Good morning dear students. Today I am going to explain second part of the lesson Footprints Without Feet from your book Footprints Without Feet. This lesson is written by H.G. Wells, and as you know, this is the story of a scientist who has invented a drug to make the human body transparent, and he has swallowed the drug and his body has become already invisible. He is taking out the adventures. We have read some adventures before this, and he has slipped into a store, London store, and after that he has to get out of that store, and he lost all the new found clothes, and now he is again a wanderer in the month of January. So after this part, the second part starts from that. To get out of the London, anyhow he escaped from the people from the store, and after that he took the train to Epping village to get out of the London. So he went to the Epping village, and at the Epping village he booked 2 rooms in a local inn. The landlord's name was Mr. Hall, and his wife's name is Mrs. Hall. So landlord and his wife both were surprised at the coming of a stranger in so much cold weather. Also, landlord's wife Mrs. Hall wanted to be friendly with the stranger scientist, but he didn't talk too much with her, and he just told that he had his purpose of coming in this village is to get solitude. Means he want to live alone, and he don't want to be disturbed, his work disturbed by anyone. That's why he don't want to talk too much with anybody. He always used the false nose and mask, hair, and also whiskers. Whiskers means the hairs on cheeks. That all the duplicate things that he have found from the theatrical market, all these things he was using for covering up the space above his shoulders. Clergyman and his wife were awakened. One morning, clergyman and his wife were sleeping, and they heard the noises from their study room. When the clergyman went to the room with a rod in his hand, and he spoke, "Surrender." But to his amazement, there was nobody. They even found under the bed and behind the curtains. Nobody was there. And the whole day, clergyman was in surprise that it was a mystical affair. But it was not a mystical affair. In that morning, also behavior of Mrs. Hall's furniture. In the morning, both landlord and landlady, they got up early in that morning, and they found that the room of scientist was open that day. Generally it was always closed, and he was angry if anyone enters in it. And they got the chance, peeped through the door, and they found that all those stuff, all those things which he were wearing always, like false nose and whiskers and etc., all those were, and his hat was lying on the bed. And they get the chance, they get into the room, and they touched the clothes, found that the clothes were cold enough. It meant that the scientist has gone for some time. Suddenly, Mrs. Hall heard a snip near her ears, and then the hat that was lying on the bed started lifted up and struck on her face. A chair was springing up in the air, and that chair attacked both Mr. Hall and his wife. Both attacked on both of them and sent them out of the room. And Mrs. Hall was unconscious, and she was and so much fear. She thought that for all this, the scientist is responsible. Mr. Jeffers was the constable of that village, and he was called secretly. Mrs. Hall couldn't wait for his constable to come. She discussed with the scientist that all these things you are doing and where you were, and now from where, how you came out of the empty room, and it was a locked room also. Room was locked also. How you came out from there? At this, the scientist one became furious, and he told that you don't know who I am, and he started removing all his wearing the hat and all the whiskers and all those things. He started to removing all these things, and he became invisible, and people those who were watching, now he was a headless man. And at the same time Mr. Jeffers came, he was surprised that he had to catch a headless man, but he was determined enough, so he tried to catch him, but people who were helping to catch him, they only get blows, and at the end Mr. Jeffers was knocked down unconscious, and all the people were saying hold him, but nobody could do that because the man was totally invisible now. The griffin made him free himself, and nobody knows where he was. This is the chapter for Prince Doughty. Read and understand it. Thanks and have a nice day.